Hello, Meoni here. Good afternoon, or whatever time zone it might be. Welcome on in. Whew, I just ran up the stairs. Out of breath. I'm always out of breath running up the stairs. I should probably slow down a bit. How are we doing? How is everyone today? Welcome back to another stream. Today we're going to be doing some Heaven on High. I'm going to say for the first time because we've never cleared it, but that wouldn't be true in terms of like never going in there, because I have. But I've never cleared it. So we've had pretty poor luck in the past. Well, me personally. Some of the former groups that I attempted this with a long time ago had disconnection issues and all sorts of things. So it's really going to be nice to have like a stable internet connection and the server not being DDoSed, which if I remember back in Stormblood when this piece of content came out, at the time I actually attempted it, the server got DDoSed and we lost progress, which was pretty awful. And I vowed that I would go back one day, but I was pretty upset about it. Pretty upset. I was pretty close to the top as well on that attempt. But anyway, today we're going to be doing some Heaven on High. Oh wait, floor 71 plus or 81 plus? Neither. Neither. Oh, wait for. Oh, right. Sorry, I didn't read that properly. You like my content? Thank you so much. Welcome on in. You're currently at work. Wish you all the best. I want to do HOH badly. Me too, which is why after our successful runs of Eureka Orthos, I had to think then, we did that 6 times, 6 clears, and it took us a while to get through, but it's really good. It was really good. Really enjoyed it. Right, let's tab into the game, get the group sorted, and see how far we can go. I think that's a good plan. It's the only one I've got. Let's see. That's good there. That's good there. Boop. Hello. How are we all doing today? I hope you're all well. We've got a VTube model on again. I know some people hate it, but to you. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day, is it's being used. So there. At least for the live streams. So here we are at Heaven on High. Oh boy. Oh boy, that's a long way up. And yes. Let's get a group sorted and then we'll go in there. I came down here like Mary Poppins, which is good. What's Morgana doing on a roof? Anybody think he was playing his ninja? Actually, is he playing his ninja? I thought he went machinist. No, he's machinist. And there's Para. Oh, I don't even have to go searching for people. It's a miracle. Apart from Fran, I have to go into my thing to find her, apparently. There we go. Imagine playing Final Fantasy XIV and disliking Nego girls. There's plenty of people who don't like the fact that I'm a male in real life with this voice and a female avatar. I think that's the bigger issue for a lot of people. I don't know. Their discomfort is my comfort. Can you accept the invitation, please? Thank you. Oh, right. I thought you were a deliberate... I invited you like 3 times and you denied. Right, let's say hello to Discord. Hello, people on Discord.
Hello. Hello.
Okay, I think the levels are okay with that. I think. Okay. All right, how are we all doing? Are we all ready for a weekend?
Yes, very good.
Had a long week, or?
No, it was okay.
No? No, pretty good. Nice. Nice.
And yours?
It's okay. It's not too bad.
Good.
Almost ranked 25 for the PvP armor. Get in. You're nearly there. Nearly there. Definitely get your series stuff done in the next, like, few weeks. If you wanted to get the rewards, because who knows when they'll be back. Well, actually, they'll just be rotated in again, but shh.
I guess 6.4 is the end?
Yes. It's also the beginning of more. 6.4 is when we get new milestone rewards. So we get a series and a season all at the same time. So it'll be the time when I revisit PvP again. And we'll get a whole new set of rewards. Sorry, what?
Nothing. I'm just suffering.
You're suffering. I haven't actually taken part in Season 6 at all for the ranked. I just left it. Because when I finished the last one in Platinum, it just put me at Silver 1 and I haven't been bothered with it. The only PvP I have been doing is Rival Wings. But even then, not much. Because I kept being on the losing side. And No, thank you. Oh yeah, I've been trying to get something from my retainers and my inventory's full of garbage. I forgot about that. Well, get used to seeing that. There. All right. Yeah, also, I can't speak, little faith. Also, I love your avatar, so it's a win anyway. Nice. The amount of men, quote unquote, that play overly sexualized female characters that are far scampier. I like scampier. Makes me want chips. Then your avatar far outnumber, so you're fine with it. Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty tame, honestly. You know? Right, let's go do some stuff. If we're all ready. I was just giving Para a little bit of time. I didn't know if he was happy to go.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, we all good?
Yes.
All right. Also, remind me if we do wipe or even if we do clear that I want to come as something not Sage. Because I did it by default last time just as like a reaction to just Q. And Sage has like no abilities.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it has some, but like we don't have Numa. Also, I got egged.
Oh, I remember the.
Oh, it was a
The
Discord
mobs are
egg?
easy to kill.
For now, yeah. So Morgana is our resident lawkeeper in regards to anything we have to worry about, and I'm leaving it entirely up to him to tell us if there's a problem at any point in the future. No pressure.
None whatsoever.
None at all, my friend. How are you?
So me?
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Cool.
It's apparently the next set of floors is when telegraphs become dangerous.
Ooh. Dangerous. I look
At least
forward
when
to
this was
danger.
new.
I mean, if the next 10 floors the mob's easily dying, then I don't think they will be dangerous.
I forgot to eat my overpowered carrot pudding. Hold on. Let me fix that.
Yeah, I did that before we came in.
The scaling still seems a bit off because I tried to do like I did a little test run of solo just to see if it was just because we're in a group. Nope.
Maybe it'll be easier to solo now.
I honestly think they've made Heaven on High easier.
No, I'm not complaining.
The thing is, I would really with how do you test it with White Mage or Sage or?
I tried it with my White Mage, and then I tried it on Summoner, and Summoner was way too overpowered.
That's the thing. What does happen if you go with a pure DPS like Black Mage or Samurai in it?
I don't know. I didn't try
I guess you destroy everything one hit in the first floors.
Well, yeah, because you'd be single target, whereas a Summoner wouldn't have the same single target strengths. Probably. It'll mimic. Rival Wings is greater than Symbol Frontlines. Yeah, I have to agree. My problem with that, though, Cindy, is that no one queues for Rival Wings unless there's a community event or a Moogle event. And that's what kind of devalues the whole thing in general. And so I would just put, at least I can queue for Crystalline Conflict. I really, really don't like the fact that we have to do Rival Wings achievements only when there's a Moogle Tome event or like a community event. It's just so annoying that they haven't put in a roulette for this thing yet. Doggo buff. Doggo buff. Doggo buff. Doggo buff. Yeah. Damage dealt was increased. Well, Para. You got 2 charges. You can stand on it and get it, can't you? Yeah, it has 2 set-offs. That's what Morgana told me last week. Oh.
No, that's what Fran said.
Oh. Going for the next mount, we certainly are. Considering how successful the Eureka Orthos stuff was, I mean, we cleared it 6 times. We decided that if we can do that 6 times, then we should be able to do this.
4 times.
Yeah. And here Rival Wings won't queue if it's shatter for frontline, etc. And I'd love more reasons to play with Rival. Yeah, same. I think Rival Wings is actually quite a fun gameplay mode. I just don't like the fact that we have to have a Moogle event for people to be bothered with it. It means that there's not enough incentivization and also not enough ways to queue for it, which is why we need a roulette. Because the daily frontline isn't a roulette, and also it's just frontline. If we had a proper roulette system for PvP, for like the larger scale stuff, the game wouldn't be almost as nearly as boring for people who want to do it.
Yeah, why not make it like the PvE duties, like 3 or 4 different PvP roulettes?
I mean, I know nothing about servers or like the infrastructure behind that, but surely it's doable. I'm not sure. Maybe somebody with more knowledge would understand like if there are any limitations or not, because I know that, you know, Yoshi P and the team have mentioned that, oh yeah, we could do this, but it would require this amount of time and this amount of resources and this budget. And I'm like, I find it very, very difficult as a consumer to understand all of the ramifications of that. But it's easy for me to sit here and go, well, how hard could it be? But maybe there is something. I don't know. So you made a glam and I accidentally matched my boyfriend Hades Dark Knight, and he went and got me the Hades weapon for Summoner, and so we're completely matched. That was 1 million on the market board. A small price to pay for happiness and to look good. Glamour is everything. The floor 90 boss is the only hard boss in my opinion, but mobs get spooky after 80 plus. I can't remember, like the tigers were a problem if I remember correctly on one of the runs. Yeah, but gorillas we kind of know how to deal with, so.
Yeah.
Oh, remember when you guys said about the behemoth? Yeah, it's not on Heaven on High, it's in Pot D.
Oh.
No, it's Pot D.
I think Rival Wings is active daily in Japan, so that's why it hasn't been added to the roulette yet. It makes me sad.
It's Cerberus.
The problem is, Cindy, judging, that is an inherent problem. Judging an entire worldwide reaching video game by Japan server standards is like the most ridiculous thing you could possibly do. Because there are so many things that the Japanese community do that we don't do in a Western audience, like both in America and EU. Especially to do with like the Party Finder and Duty Finder. Like a lot of people will use the actual, you know, they will press U, they'll go to the high end thing and they'll queue through that system rather than going in Party Finder. That's almost unheard of for the most part on EU. If that makes sense. So I find that whilst that is very likely one of the excuses, I find it to be a really poor one, if that was how they saw it. Because it kind of... it's not how it works. It's an MMO on a global scale, thankfully, but... You would like Wondrous Tales to have an option to drop with more than one option for PvP in the last row. True. Just Crystalline Conflict this week, isn't it? But even then, is Wondrous Tales really enough to incentivize? Unless they like put in, I don't know. I have really no idea what they could do. I just think that a roulette would be the answer, because people do their daily roulettes religiously in some places. Like, they're like, yes, I must do my roulettes every day. And if you had a PvP one, that means that they would do that as well. Because that's how people do frontline, because they're like, oh, well, I can get my really big boost of EXP for the day and some tomes by doing the frontline, daily frontline. So if there was one below that, that was just like PvP roulette, or large-scale PvP roulette, or I don't know what you would call it. And then it could be Onsal Hakir Danshig Nadam, it could be Rival Wings, it could be Hidden Gorge, it could be whatever, right? Or even Chatter, you could even put some frontline stuff in there as well. It wouldn't bother me.
I mean, you can as I say, like the PvE one, you have one frontline one, you have then one which is everything inside.
I think the problem with roulettes is that they're limited by the number of players in the activity.
But surely the number of players in the activity would be increased by the incentivization of the activity.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, with roulettes, it's like all the trials, you have the same amount of players, all the raids and stuff, they'll have the same amount of players that are in that roulette. But so if you had a PvP, it would have to have a variable.
But they scale
player number
stuff. You can have the same PvP, but with different kinds of amount of players.
Yeah, I was actually gonna make the point against that, Morgana, because if you do leveling roulette, that can queue you into a 4-man trial and like an 8-person trial. That can queue you into a bunch of stuff. Like, you can even queue you into dungeons. It can, you know what I mean? Like, there are set things that leveling roulette can put you into. It's not just one type, which is what makes that quite unique.
Yeah, but the trials is the normal easy mode, which is 4 players, the same as dungeon.
Yeah, but variable queuing should be possible, because they still have a limitation of only being able to queue into duties outside as 4 people anyway. For roulettes, you can't physically queue as an 8-person into a roulette, I don't think, because it's a light party joining a light party. So even if they did put in 8-player stuff or even greater, then you'd still have the limitation of 4 people queue at a time, and then set for like multiple groups of 4, if that makes sense. I don't know, it just seems like there's not enough of an excuse at the moment in my mind for them not to do it. But maybe there is a little bit extra to that, I don't know. You're probably right. Meoni, you live? No.
This is all pre-recorded.
This is a pre-recorded episode of
Even the chat.
Talk about problems with Final Fantasy XIV and how to fix them constructively.
In reality, the gameplay you see is pre-recorded, but we are live talking to it.
Oh yeah, I should comment on my play, as if I was recording this post. As you can see here, Meoni's walking through this corridor. What Meoni doesn't realize is that they're about to step on a mine because they've gone too far into the center there. This is terrible gameplay. I see you had you there. It's not on this scene, it's on the next scene where they get hit by the mine. As you can see here, they're trying to loot a chest even though there's plenty of things already looted. What a terrible mistake. And they're going to zone into the danger floor now, where Meoni will walk over a mine, most likely.
One of the most famous Hearthstone Twitch streamer did this back then. He pre-recorded all his matches with a new deck he created.
Right.
And then put in the title, "Let's test my 100% win deck." And of course, he knew he won everything in advance.
Oh my god. That's genius.
And then he did like, so that they did let the people believe it was a live streamer. Obviously, it was recorded. And he just talked through it.
Genius. Also really spoopy, but genius. It's like these people who are like, yeah, I'm the best speedrunner in the world, and it's just all spliced runs. But the splices are so blatantly obvious between them, and they're trying deliberately to make people believe them. Oh, it's always funny. We watch a lot of the cheaters been caught videos on YouTube more recently, me and Fran, because some of them are just like, it's hilarious how they try and get away with things. Absolutely hilarious. Like mostly in like first person shooter tournaments and things where they're literally in a FPS tournament for like CS:GO or something, right? And somehow they installed like some aimbot see-through walls thing, and there are like members of staff from the event walking around behind them. How dumb must they be to think they could get away with that? It's crazy. It's so weird though. But highly
I watched the
entertaining.
video too from people in Magic the Gathering tournaments.
Oof.
And normally they all should know that every match is recorded with a video camera.
Hmm.
And they still try to cheat there, like shuffle cards on the top of your deck and stuff.
Lol. And that's how you get banned from events.
Yes.
They could honestly bring back the old Rival Wings map and just rotate between the two. I think that is supposed to be coming back into the future, right? Didn't they say they wanted to rework that? I don't know. I need to like remember whatever they said it quite a few months ago, or even last year. Hey Moku Martinez, how you doing? Welcome on in. We're doing some HOH today. Hopefully see if we can progress. I don't know. This is our first group run of this. Parachip is here too. I just realized what you said, Jordan. Parachip. Every week there's something different.
Every week in your nickname.
You've settled on Parachip then, okay. Good to know.
I think we... Oh.
What? Oh. Oh.
Yeah. I
Sorry.
just want to say I don't think we need to look into other rooms. We are quite packed with everything.
Fine.
we need one more raising.
Yeah.
We could get an though.
Nem.
What's his name? Odin. That's ching, that's the sound of the swords. And then your screen explodes. Oh, it's Roderick Poison Tongue. Has he got the same moves as Roderick?
I guess.
Do you remember Roderick?
From, there's a gaze. There's a gaze mechanic.
From the water place. The place that has really good... The Scala place. That I farmed like 700 times. It's the same boss. Oh, and he does his frontal... This guy has no health. What?
Yeah, this is a little bit...
Watch your way.
Major letdown for a boss.
I mean, when it was new, it was...
I mean, I remember the day when I was new and I was never this easy. How?
Well, that did nothing.
I like how it just... No, that's a mark of punishment. I'm not a soonering that heavy. You just... You walked into the heavy.
Shame.
Boo. You walked into the heavy. Boo. Look at him trying to get to this instead. Like, I'm going to go all the way up to it and I'm going to press leave. Oh, we've already got back to where we were mentally. Brilliant. Does somebody need a break? That was quite taxing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. Wipes brow. You don't need nachos. You had dinner. What? You don't need any food. Bad. How can you be hungry after the meal that I made you? It's huge. God, look. I'll pass. You eat what you want. I'm not eating again today. That's crazy. Hello, Twisted Cherry Pop. How you doing? Hey, I like green. I like green too.
Oh, gee, then. Things are starting to hurt a little bit.
Yeah, but I still have no health.
Yeah.
More Rival Wings maps would be awesome. Hey, as long as we get to play the bloody things instead of never queuing for them, I'm down for more. But the more things they add in a situation where we can't queue for the ones that are pre-existing, then I don't think that's necessarily a positive. Personally, I would like for them to fix that before adding more. It's the same with like Blue Mage. I want to see more activities for Blue Mage to do before they add more deep dungeons. Before they add more limited jobs. Sorry, I got deep dungeons on the head. But
why do I hear birds in the background?
because it is summer and the window is open because it's about 63 degrees in the office. So, yes, we will definitely have birdies. We live in the country, remember? The countryside. You don't know, you might switch to Paralela Ding Dong.
Oh my god, please not.
He clearly likes that one better, so... Paralela Ding Dong.
I'm still FF mod rights here. I could ban him.
No, don't ban one of my only viewers. Jordan's always here. You can't ban someone that's always here. That's...
But I could blacklist the word.
Wow. You could actually. You could make it so that every time he says like a version of your name, it would just come up. But you yourself would have to come up with the names first. And I'm pretty sure it's a fairly inexhaustible list. Oh, poor he's upset now. What have you done to Jordan? Oh.
I'm pretty sure he will survive.
He will survive.
Hey, we got our last raising.
Maging Way!
Yeah.
Hello, Maging Way. How you doing? Oh, there's another luring. God, looks like you need healing. Unbelievable. Actually having to heal the tank? What is this?
Content?
Was this 2007? What is this? Hello? I've looked at something, or I stood in something.
You got... Maybe you should have healed yourself.
I don't know. But then I don't know the mobs in here yet, so that's fine. I don't think it was a major issue anyway, to be fair.
Where are the other ones?
I thought we didn't need any more stuff.
No. I don't think there's a second luring here.
Still makes me worried. Time for Mio to switch jobs. That's the thing. I didn't mean to come in here as Sage, like originally, like last time when we wrapped up the 6th clear of Doodad and we came and did this thing. I just naturally queued. I was like, oh no, but Sage didn't exist back then. Where's my abilities? So if we clear this or we wipe to this, I'll swap. Because there's no point in me coming on.
Oh, it's one of these rooms.
Oh, look at this. Look how sexy this room is. All those ceiling lanterns. See, if I had a kitchen this size, I wouldn't complain. Think about all the things you could do in here. Oh, I could get my fridge. Imagine how many fridges you could fit in here. Oh my god.
Quite a lot.
It's like an ongoing thing with me and Fran. There's never enough room in the fridge. So I swore that one of these days I will buy one of those like big double-doored fridges that has more than enough room. But then she's like, oh, well, we need a bigger kitchen for that. So this would do. This would do. It's either that or we have an outdoor fridge, which doesn't sound very good. Does Morgana want to test the exploding circle? Oh, it's the right one? How? How'd you get that lucky? You're the most unlucky person here.
I guess it was just a flick.
But you explode all the time. Oh, look at those clouds out the window. That's nice. Bye-bye, ceiling fridge. You will be missed. Well, it's not in the basement, is it? You're sitting here with a pop-up thinking, I told the game to log in, and it's just a reminder that my sub is running out. Oh, no. I think mine's still on, like, auto-renewal since, whenever I first subbed to the game. Which I'm guessing would be, well, at least in
2013.
No, well, in a Realm Reborn, because I refused to pay for 1.0 after I tried it for a few weeks. I couldn't stand it. The EXP limits put me off so badly. Like, I played as a fish here and did some other stuff, and that's why I don't have the Scion tattoo, because, well, it was not a very good game. I refused to give them money. Exercised my right to not give them money for nothing.
Yeah, I played it back then too, maybe also for a couple of days only. Because you start a game and they like, here, have all this stuff you can do, and nobody explained you anything.
Yeah. I remember that it was like, it had just... What? Oh, you're there. I remember it had just like come to fruition that it existed, and it was starting to get traction with some YouTubers, and I think the Yogscast did a video on 1.0, and they just went through the entire video bad-mouthing every single thing. But even that wasn't enough to put me off, because I was like, oh, maybe they just don't know what they're doing. So I went and played it. I was like, wow, they were really not kidding. This is the worst map design I've ever seen in my life. This is coming from somebody who had played WoW, right? Like all of my teenage life, basically. So I wanted desperately to escape from WoW, and I was trying to find another game to play. 1.0 was not it, dude. It was not it.
Well, back to World of Warcraft, I guess.
It was. I was like, oh god, please, somebody release an MMO that's good. Terra was like on Korea only at the time, and I played Korean Terra until I got IP banned because they found out that I was using a VPN to play from another country. But that was, yeah, and that was really
a filthy European in our Korean game.
And it was a fantastic game. And then I played it when it came to EU, and then there was no content for I think 3 months. And the end game bosses at the time, So you got to max level. They did this whole, like, we're going to create, like, a server event, guys. And they did this whole thing where they set a date and a time, and it was for that weekend. And so everybody who was max level went to this certain area in Terra. And they were supposed to do, like, a rift event, right? Oh, we've got a bunch of dudes. Is this bad? I don't know. Like a big rift would open in the sky, and a load of bosses were supposed to come out, right? And it was supposed to be this big, impressive thing. Not 5 minutes, like it was 5 minutes late, a few seconds into the events starting, untextured bosses spawned, right? That were actually from dungeons, and they had silver textures. I remember they were just like cube shaped with like weird missing, like no textures on them. It looked like mercury had been dumped on a boss's head. If that's the way I'm going to explain that. And then we killed like 4 of those. And then they took the server down.
Nice.
Then they said, "Oh yeah, we'll work on that." And then they never brought that like event thing back. And then there wasn't any content for 2 months. Only the end game dungeons, and we were like, right, that's good. Yay. And of course, the game got content eventually, but not enough to keep it afloat because the game's been cancelled. So. That was like one of the big premises of Terra was that it wasn't WoW, and that's all I needed to try it out. And the mounts were good, yeah. Well, up until the police car, of course.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so they had a police car mount. So Terra decided, like all Korean developers and publishers, that past their fantasy medieval spellcaster setting, what they would do with their cash shop is after a certain point, they would just not give a poop anymore. So instead of having these like dresses and cool looking armor pieces, they were like, oh, mounts. People love mounts, right? So yeah. So they started off really cutesy. They put in a couple of like some mascot type creatures. Think of like a Moogle, right? But their version of it, like a Moogle meal or whatever, right? I think it was like this weird chinchilla you sat on the face of. And then eventually they were like, yeah, cars. And we were like, what? So they did like a series of emergency vehicles. So you had like a police car and like some other stuff. And then like a drag racer. And these were mounts. But they were like chibi style. So you know the film, animated film Cars?
Yeah.
They were like that. So you'd be walking through this beautiful, like, bioluminescent algae-filled forest with rain, right? With characters everywhere and these creatures scrolling around and people hunting them. And then suddenly you see this police car go by going, woo, 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 woo. And you're like, what? We're in the middle of a forest, bro. We don't even get police around where I live. They can't budget it into the local council. So how did they get it in a forest? So yeah, that was Terra. The rise and fall of Terra was basically its own doing in EU and North America.
But it's back, Terra.
Is it?
Yeah, 2022, I think they
I thought they
made
cancelled it.
They have a new comeback.
What?
Except they already killed this version too.
I'm fairly sure because they put notices out saying that my account was going to be deactivated permanently because they're shutting down the website, the servers, and everything.
The last information was they come back 2022 as Terra Classic.
Terra Classic. Oh no.
I don't know what this means, but
I'm going to type in Terra into Google and see the top result because there's not really much to do here.
I turned into an author.
Dude, can you believe it was 2011 when I was trying out that game for the first time on Korean servers? Holy. The game was renamed Terra Rising, free to play until September 2020. In 2020, Unmasked Entertainment announced it would be shutting down its offices after 10 years of service in the games industry. console version only.
Oh, I found the real one.
Bluehole decided to cease work on Terra in 2022. And they would shut down all game servers on PC on the 30th of June. Yeah, I remember that. And there are no plans so it currently only exists on consoles. There we go.
Yeah, okay.
But who gives a crap about that, really? This console. My character's on PC, so rip. Sadly. And then Arcade is a similar story.
For me, it was a similar story with Aeon.
Oh, Aeon. Oh, man. The only reason you played that game like anyone else did is to have angel wings.
Yeah.
That was it.
And the design was cool, and I loved the battle system with the chain skill commands and everything.
Yeah. But it's a shame that the game itself.
Yeah, the game itself was just not good, and they also had like events, and the problem was that it was PvP events, because the game was a little bit more PvP focused, and they did the same like Final Fantasy. They just phased out players when they're too much and play PvP with phased out players. Oh yeah.
I remember the thing I remember the most about Aeon or Ion, however you want to pronounce it, when I played it, was that the servers were so laggy.
Yeah, that's
outside
true.
of peak time, just normal, like when everyone else is at work and school. Even if it was PvP centric, there was nothing you could do anyway, because you were dead before the server caught up to your actions. It was like trying to play an ARPG with 7,000 MS. It's not going to happen. So, yeah. I guess if they had... Yeah. Is Aeon still alive?
I think so, but I think it also went through different publisher and stuff.
Oh man, I kind of want to try Ion or Aeon out in 2023. just for like a terrible video idea. Like, here's all of the games that aren't as good as Final Fantasy XIV. Isn't that how YouTubers do it these days? They just focus on the negatives. Well, we can do the same thing, right? We'll just focus on like completely the opposite. Instead of like everyone else on this platform complaining that 14's a bad game, which it isn't, even though they're only doing it to farm drama. What we do is we'll say there's nothing even close to 14 on the market.
Oh, I just checked. Aeon re-released on 2023 in April.
Wait, what? Re-released?
Yeah. Aeon Classic Europe started at 12th of April.
Is it on Steam or has it got its own DRM? Dude, I'm actually interested in seeing what kind of travesty that is like.
Yes, it's on Steam. Looks like it. Let me don't send this.
That's knocked under the radar, didn't it?
Oh, wait.
Oh man.
The revived MMO released in Americas earlier 2021 and comes back Europe 2023.
Wow. You notice how they're calling all of these
you can
like...
play it on Steam. It's free to play. Looks like it.
Do you notice the trend though? First of all, it was like, let's see if we can resell Black Desert to people under the remaster logo, and everybody else decided to do a remaster of the same game. And now it's Classic because of WoW Classic, and they're like, oh, well, let's just rebrand the same game, but just put Classic on it, because technically we haven't got the effort to be bothered to create anything in the last 10 years anyway. So technically it is Classic. I love that. It's such a games industry thing that wouldn't happen anywhere else apart from George Lucas's films.
I mean, they also tried to like resell as Bless online.
I never played it the first time round, thankfully. I heard really bad things about Bless.
It got re-released like 3 times.
I remember watching Lazy Peon's videos on that game and just going, why would anybody want to play this game? Oh, man.
Oh, it looked like first it's the Steam reviews say it's pay to win.
Nice.
Then it's not playable via Steam because any reasons. I don't know why.
I think they took it off Steam and then made it console online.
Oh.
And then it's published by Gameforge, which should say enough people saying.
Gameforge, bleh.
Just tell me about it.
I'm just focusing
what
on
do
the
we
boss
have
at
to
this
do?
point. Stay away from the yeah, just donuts and AoEs.
No.
I don't remember anything else about this fight. At least it's taking like less damage now.
Yeah, it's not instant that, yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to check out see what games are still alive.
Remember Bleeding Soul?
Yeah, I do, yeah. And it was quite a good PvP game that I hated the side of. I always wished that game was more PvE focused, but it never did. The dungeons were half-assed. The PvP was great if you like PvP. I just didn't like their PvP.
I still play the Warhammer MMO on the private server they have. Which is official, even recognized by the company that did the game.
It's pretty rare.
They said, yeah, I mean, they don't have any plans to bring this back. They do even create new content and stuff for it.
Cool. For some reason, I thought that was actually going to do, like, damage. Oh well. Paravel versus Morgana and the Meoni true ending. Where are these names coming from? It's like I'm talking to ChatGTP. Oh, you're in HOH2? Nice. I mean, we've never cleared this. Well, I've never cleared this, I must state. Some people have. Do 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 do. Oh, choir singer. Wow, wow, wow. There's such a contrast in music from the other place we were doing. Yeah, these Onryos actually hit me quite hard, at least.
Why do we kill them, you?
Huh? Why do we kill them? Because we need to fill the key. Do we not?
Yeah.
Why do we fight? Now I've just got the Mists of Pandaria theme in my head.
I've had Megalomania stuck in my head for the past week.
You've been playing Live Alive?
No, but it's because you were playing it.
Oh yeah, I really enjoyed that game. I need to play a bit more of that. Yeah, Square Enix gave me a copy of Live Alive, and it's bloody good. I've never played it before.
I know you'd enjoy it.
I was surprised at how good my favorite one was the one I started with so far, which was the space one, because it was basically the story of Alien. That's all it was. It was minus Sigourney Weaver and like a homage to every space film that's ever been made plus Alien, and it was even a xenomorph.
I mean, you need to remember the original came out on the SNES.
But what a fantastic game that I never knew existed.
Yeah, it was stuck in Japan for the longest time.
Go, go, Steel Titan! Well, that's because it is similar to that.
Oh, no, mate.
I get the names from my imagination. Okay. What?
I've been turned into an otter.
Otter. It could be.
Attack it! Why you guys run away?
It could
I mean,
be- it
I know
could
what
be-
the otter. The otter. I know what the otter is running away.
They were focusing on the otter one. Hey Gigablazer, sorry I missed your message earlier. How are you? Nice to see some of the usuals. How are we all doing? I hope we're having a great day today. Corrigans, what? I mean, why don't you use the petrification thing since we have one in his chest? And just go and kill everything. There we go. Bum, 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 bum. My favorite thing about being turned into an otter is the fact that the hat floats down afterwards. That's the best bit. Whee! 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 Oh. Ah, my mind's plus. I found the landmine, guys.
Yay.
Alright, you don't deserve an Asuna.
Oh
Be silent.
no.
Because it's a leaf. Yeah, I know, it's brilliant, isn't it? Meoni became a VTuber. Two years? I don't know how long it's been. This model in particular was this year, but I had previous models from last year. Mostly used them on Twitch though, because people moaned like hell on YouTube, so I gave in to them, but I can't be bothered anymore. So I'm just gonna do it for the live streams on YouTube because it's like nice to have something in the corner as opposed to just there being nothing. I don't really do face cam, just out of choice. But you know the main reason I don't do face cam? Mostly because it would involve me making sure my hair looked good every single time and that I had a tidy room. Because no one wants to see anything behind you apart from pure happiness, right? Just complete tidiness, and that's never gonna happen. So I mean, it's stuff, there's like boxes, there's like equipment, there's all sorts of things. There's no way I could do that. If I get my own space, like a separate space, which hopefully in one day I will, then yeah, sure, we'll do some face cam stuff, like proper stuff. But I don't see the point in annoying people with a messy background. Plus, it's a lot of effort, isn't it? Really. You know, like this, I can wear any old t-shirt that I want, you know, and not have to worry about combing my hair in a particular way all the time and or whatever, you know. It's really convenient. Really convenient. I know some people don't like the fact it's a female VTube avatar and I'm a male person. It's kind of one of those things that you kind of have to deal with though, because it's more of a brand thing than anything else. at this point, unless people want to donate, I don't know, $4 grand to get an avatar that's male in some way. Be my guest. But yeah, it's just how it is. Oh yeah, you could donate £250,000 because then I'd actually be able to afford a house in the area. The housing prices in this country have gone insane, by the way. That's quite cheap actually, 240k. A lot of the places are more expensive than that. I think you had like double dots on you. I'm not sure.
No, these Eva Mushi thingies hitting quite hard.
That's fine. I walked into a wall. I love the little Meoni model. Thank you. Yeah, the convenience of vtubing is pretty nice. I just think that having nothing on the screen is worse than having something, at least for the live streams, right? For the YouTube videos, it makes sense for it to be as it always has been, right? The focus of the video is on the actual content of the video. But when we're doing stuff like this, it's not always that entertaining what's happening on screen. Like, I looked back at some of the previous broadcasts where we had nothing, and I'm just like, well, we got room there. We could put something there, you know? Just sit there butt naked. If it gets any hotter this year, then yeah, sure. But you will never know. Thankfully, but no. I have I have windows. I have to consider not doing something like that.
I mean, it's a well-known fact that VTubers don't wear pants.
Pants?
Pants?
In trousers. I mean, I am right now, but yeah, if like I say, I'd probably wear some shorts in the summer. Oh, my head pat's in the wrong place? Oh, okay. Okay, well, I'll fix that when I'm not being awful breathed by a mobile. Let's have a look. Where is that on here? It's there. It's because I was messing around with the avatar earlier. Trying stuff out. And I resized it a bit too much. Some people struggle with the idea of it, some people want to be... It's not even that. Full respect aside, I've played as this same character for a very long time, so everything, including like the banner and my logo and everything, is kind of built around the character being, you know, the character from the game. Now, since we can't rip off Square Enix's like properties directly, because that would be all kinds of legal problems. Thankfully, the generic world of you know, them not owning every single cat person in the world means that I can sort of roughly get close without any problems, as long as I don't go too far towards that. So it's kind of just built into the brand, which is why I wanted to have that there, you know. I'm pretty sure, even if I was to do like face cam stuff, if I had a decent background and not a room full of clutter, no offense to Fran or me, but it's not the best place, I would likely try and find something related to the game. I'd probably wear a hat or something, I don't know. Or something, you know what I mean? Like,
would you ever consider green screen?
I do have a green screen. The problem is, what you don't realize is how far away from your chair behind you it needs to be for the light to work properly, and for there to be, you need a big area. And the office is my old bedroom when I was younger, right? Like I grew up here, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So this office space is one of the smallest rooms in this house. And there really isn't any room behind this chair. Like, I could slide my chair back and I would hit something, you know? The way I get out of my chair is I rotate it to the side and then get up. So, and when Fran moved in, all of her stuff is like there. So, and that's like everything she actually owns. Well, okay, nearly everything you own in boxes behind us. So if, you know, in the future we were able to remedy that in some way, or then yeah, absolutely I would use a green screen. But to be fair, ideally if I had the space to do that, what I would like to do is show off some of my collectible stuff, because I've got a massive Final Fantasy collection, like of merch and statues and video games and manuals and banners, posters, my YouTube plaque for one. You know, that would be really nice to have in like the background. So ideally I'd want to have like a proper backdrop sort of stream setup, but it's just not feasible at the moment. And I'm not sure when it will be either, because, yeah, not easy. I mean, it's not really much of a secret that YouTubers, at least in my tier, we don't earn a lot, right? That's not why we do it in the first place, but we don't earn a lot. Okay, so it's not... It's not like I can fix any of those issues realistically for quite a few years, and that's fine. Like, we don't do it for the money anyway, or at least it would be foolish to try and do it for the money, because there isn't any. Not really. But yeah, one day, maybe. I will say though, I've saved a little bit more money towards my savings by not having the ability to do giveaways anymore, and that's Square Enix's decision, not mine. Because the giveaways we used to do, I used to invest money that people gave me through like Patreon and through Twitch as well, because they were always like the, you know, that sort of money would go into giveaways and things, and you used to be able to put codes, send codes to people, and then I'd be able to put them in the Mog Station. But now you have to be friends with a person for over, 72 hours, and have them on your friends list, and there's a limitation on what codes you can send. So that overnight killed any way for me to do giveaways. So I've actually saved quite a bit from not doing that, but it's not out of choice. You know? Unfortunately, they decided that it was too enabling of RMT, I guess. So they had to make the sacrifice for everybody. What was that?
Petrification.
Hey, Lumi. You would use a webcam for streaming, but it means I need to tidy up my kitchen, as I have an open living room kitchen, so you'll see the kitchen. Yeah. Cooking with Maging Way, that would be brilliant. But yeah, I think a lot of people use VTube avatars, myself included, mostly not out of not wanting to stream a real face, but because of how inconvenient it would be to even set that up and maintain that setup in the living content. Like not all of us can afford, you know, a 6-bedroom house with a room specifically just for for making content in. You know what I mean? I'm lucky to have what I have in the first place, you know? But it would be nice, but I don't have a job that enables that kind of lifestyle, sadly. And that's understandable, though. It's not like I'm asking for that either. It's just how it is. You like the articulation of Eerie? It's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah, the cash changes were sad. Yeah, they were. It kind of made it impossible to reward your audience. Weirdly enough. I wasn't a fan of it. Also meant that you couldn't do, like, we did a lot of glamour contests, right, on Twitch specifically and things like that. So we'd set a theme and then we'd be like, hey, so it's, I don't know, cowboys and western. I don't know, just a random idea, okay? That's a pretty bad example, but it's simple, right? So you can understand it. And then people would show up and they would have their best cowboy and western themed outfits, right? That's actually a really terrible example of a theme because they were like video game themed. There we go. That's a better example. So it'd be so broad. It would reward people who thought outside the box because everybody and you know and their mother can think of, oh well, we'll just go Super Mario because it's a boiler suit and a hat, right? But there was some really interesting stuff, and it was really fun to see what people came up with and to engage with the community. And I really wish I'd done that stuff on YouTube instead of Twitch because I think it would have had a much bigger audience in the first place. But we had fun. But we always gave people like Mog Station codes as little prizes, little thank yous really, and stuff like the best ones. And we had like people voting, including Twitch chat at the time, who they liked the most. And then we even had like, we were going to set up like a final where all of the previous winners would have a chance to do something. But it's almost impossible to provide any kind of prize unless it's a physical prize. And if you do a physical prize, that involves you having to ship that to the person's country. Now, I don't know if you've seen the shipping prices at the moment in not only wartime for certain places, but also post-COVID situations or current or whatever you want to call it. It's kind of hard to say that you can ship to everywhere in the world anymore because of the insane costs. So it kind of single-handedly, that and the Mog Station thing, it just basically made it so that you couldn't do events anymore with any rewards. And you'll find that if you incentivize like Gil, no one will show up. That's it. Like, what are you going to do? Give away minions in the game? What is there? And also, if you give away Gil, then you're getting close to RMT, and it can be taken interestingly in the TOS. So then you kind of have to stay away from that. It's a lose-lose situation, and yeah. It basically screwed event coordinators almost immediately. You know what people are doing now? Because it turns out it's cheaper. They're going to Japanese bidding websites, okay, and buying codes that would usually come on, what do you call it? Like a plushie or something, right? And then they would, the person would keep the plushie, but they would buy the code for the thing, and then they would give that away because that's still technically fine to do. But the fact that you have to go to such lengths to get something that people can actually utilize and be interested in. And then many of those things have regional locks because Square Enix decided, that they wanted to regional lock the King Porksy mount and insert other things here. Is this not bad actually? Because that's the two circles, isn't it?
But they're quite big.
So at the end of the day, there's not a lot you can do to reward people. I mean, you could do events and maybe some people might go, oh, well, the reward for being in it and shown on a live stream or a video would be enough, right? But unfortunately, we live in 2023 where that's not really a thing anymore. People don't really care about being on a stream or a YouTube video anymore with a YouTuber because they can basically just do that for free. They just do it when they're uninvited and play a fool. No one really cares anymore. That used to be a thing. You know, I think the majority of people that I've met are only interested in physical, tangible rewards, and that's fine. I understand that, but it's not feasible. It's not economic with the amount of money I make either. You just wouldn't work. And yeah, how would you even? And if you think that doesn't harm smaller creators as well, like myself, or even smaller than me, right? But I still consider myself quite small, right? It really does. Because a lot of the traction, you get people to watch your stuff, right? That's the hardest thing. Getting them to watch your stuff is the hardest part. Getting them to stay should be the content itself, right? If you can't keep people watching your content, that's because the content you're doing isn't that good, right? Or perhaps you're not putting in the right effort into it. And that's the same with me. There's some of my content I need to put more effort into, and we know that. It goes without saying. But getting people to watch that in the first place required incentivization, either from collaboration, right, which is still kind of there, but not many people collab anymore. It's kind of like a danger because somebody might say something really bad and then you've collabed with them and it looks bad on your brand. So people are a lot more closed off. Or you have to do giveaways, right? Gleam even changed its rules as well. So if you remember, you used to be able to get them to required you to sub to a YouTube channel or watch a video. You can't do that anymore on Gleam. You can link them. It says visit a YouTube channel, but you can't, with the new rules, you can't get them to actually watch a video or anything. You can't get them to press a like button or whatever, right? So there's no traction for that. There's no changing people's algorithm anymore to include you. So your exposure is 0 because of all of the rules and regulations. So wow, that's a lot of things, dude. So it's even worse for people like me and below because we're not as established as the bigger channels, especially for a niche channel that only covers Final Fantasy XIV, for example, right? So yeah, it's not easy to really reward people or engage people in that sort of stuff. And that's one of the things that I enjoyed the most was, especially on Twitch, was the ability to reward people and get people to do things and, you know, show off their awesome stuff. But Cerberus.
So Predator Claws is a frontal cleave. It's non-telegraph, so just when you see it getting tashed, just go behind it. Slapper is a telegraph circle AoE. Inner space is a targeted attack. It creates a puddle under the person. Ululation is a raid wide. Hound out of hell targets a player who is jet hit. Targets the player who has selected in the last cast.
What? I don't know.
Let's just go.
It feels like there's more to it than that, but... I don't know, Meoni, you're my favorite content creator for 14. I appreciate that. Again, it's not... I'm not complaining about growth or anything like that. It is how it is. I'm just complaining that there isn't enough ways of rewarding your viewers, which is what you relied upon to get exposure in the first place. It makes it harder for newer viewers to find you. Oh, it's one of those stretched out things. So that charges to him, and then what?
Nothing.
It devoured him. He's dead.
Oh.
Why is he dead?
Maybe I have to stand in the puddle?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a devour mechanic, like in actual Cerberus.
Can I please get you? Thank you.
I don't know. I haven't done this in such a long time. I really don't remember any of the bosses, so I can't help you. My content is good. It could be better, and it will get better. It's just a little bit lacking at the moment. So you need to go in that when you have the marker, or when it does the charge. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So he stays in there, and because he's at his minimum, it won't kill him. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
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 That's easy enough.
We'll remember that now. It's been a very long time. Stormblood was a good minute ago, at least. For me. Do 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 do.
So back into the Butterfront.
Easy as pie. Cool. Oh, we got a sack. A nice gold sack. Gotta get small. Do you need a drink, Para? You want to go for a quick drink? Or are you good?
I'm okay.
All right. Let me just read chat a minute then. Makes sense and I agree with you, says Nasui. The cash shop stuff hurts small creators. I just wanted to make sure to give you some praise. Can you do better? I can, yeah. The thing is with content creation is that I've been pretty lacking in terms of creativity. So, and this is a true self-reflection. This isn't a self-damning thing, right? I'm not being mean to myself. This is the truth. The way I've been focused on content creation has basically been unchanged for the past couple of years, and it's not any real surprise that it hasn't grown in different directions, because I personally haven't pushed it in those directions. I've plenty of ideas though. I just have to throw them at a wall. It's going to be interesting. There's a lot of weird ideas I have, and a lot of machinima and creative ideas as well. I want to go down that route. Just stupid short videos and things like that as well. Try and prioritize stuff that people can just enjoy regardless. Because I find that a lot of content creation with Final Fantasy XIV at the moment, when I look in my sub box without mentioning names, is very drama focused, and it's drama farming, and that's not. I'm not what do you call it? Discrediting the people that do that. I think that's a perfectly viable way of running your business, and that's how you get views. Personally, I think that's short-term benefits, and I'm not in it for the short term. So the way that I'm hoping to try and get long-term retention is to try and push more positivity in general. And it might be an uphill struggle, and it will continue to be so. But distractions, things like that. Creative criticism, like constructive and creative criticism will still remain. But I can't do it to myself. I can't be the person that goes, this game is bad because of, and put a horrible thumbnail. I can't do it. I can't do it. I've been close before. I've come very close to the whole clickbait thing. But I have to say, I've not pulled the proverbial trigger on that. Because I know that it isn't being true to what I want to be seen as in terms of my personality or my creative online persona, right? I don't want to be known for being the negative guy, right? If that makes sense. I want to show people what there is in this game to love and to enjoy, and to see what they haven't seen before, or see different points of view they haven't thought about before, but very much stay against the overly negative aspects of things. That doesn't mean I can't be critical about something. And it is very important, as I've said before, to be critical. But you don't have to be an asshole about it. You know what I mean? And I think the way that YouTube works is you have to be the asshole about it to get the views. Traditionally. And I can't do it. So there we go. Are you sighing at me? Oh, you're bored at me. Thank you for that. Holy moly. I expected some support, not that, but okay. Wow. I'm actually surprised at that. Okay, right. Wow. I mean, if folks are going to click the drama, well, yeah. That's the point. That's the reason they do it. Oh, there's the tigers that I died to on one of the runs. I remember these. I don't remember what they do. Oh, that's the thing that killed me, I think.
A large moonlight tunnel, AoE.
Yeah, that's the thing that killed me.
Yeah, it one-shots.
Yeah, that'll be it. That's when our tank DC'd and he faced it towards us, and we were like down the corridor and died. I remember that. That's one of the wipes.
It also has a gaze.
I'm pretty sure they're on a higher floor as well, because this seems way too low of a floor for me to... Yeah. What's an Ichiyama do?
It's a big AoE followed by a targeted AoE.
That's interruptible. Okay. That's good to know. But yeah, I know I bored some people, but like I say, I just want to not be the overly negative type of creator, if that makes sense. Even though it's the easiest thing to do. An itchy arm, that's right, that's the name of it. I've got an itchy arm in real life, now you've said that. You want to come back so bad, but I'm pretty sure you don't have the time anymore. That's a fair point. I think there isn't too much to demand your attention to log in every day for 14 though. I think there's a lot less here than there is demanding of in other games, if that makes sense. I mean, I was waiting on a teleporter, so...
Oh, there's a silver chest. Could be an Odin.
Okay. Not a clue.
From the wraith that we're attacking.
But it wasn't pulled, was it?
No?
No, it looks like they do this randomly.
That's annoying. I looked away for a few seconds and I was dead. I'm like, okay. I thought I was in a happy place. I think crazy start. I think Final Fantasy XIV, the best time to come back, if you were to come back, would be for patch 6.4 later this month. You'll get the most out of the game. But I don't think there's enough that you would need to play every day or anything like that. I think you'd be quite happy. You come and go for years, yeah. I'd probably be the same if it wasn't for obviously doing YouTube around the game. I would probably intertwine it with other things, because I think that's still the most healthy attitude to have towards gaming, is to never feel like you're locked into just doing, or playing one game. To play lots of things and just come and go as you please. And this game certainly allows you to get the most out of what little time you do have, I think. Without too much strain. Got another tiger. Yep. Now this would be cool, a really cool mount, wouldn't it? It's not though, because it's got no armor, and I like no armor. It's a really pretty mount. Doesn't the YouTube algorithm lock you to one game? Yeah, but it doesn't mean I have to do YouTube videos on one game. Doesn't mean I have to only do YouTube. Why do you think I do stuff on Twitch? Because it doesn't destroy the algorithm there, and people can watch that. The only problem with Twitch is the adverts. I can't physically make them better for everybody. Like, it's impossible. Because even when you set it on its lowest setting, which it is, by the way, there's still far too many adverts for most people. Well, there's no point in going in there, is there? But yeah, you are correct about YouTube, yeah. If you try to do variable content on YouTube, lots of different games, you are punished, yes. But to be fair, even now, I think most of the time, even if you create videos in an oversaturated space, you're already gonna be at the whims of that anyway, which there are far better creators and bigger creators than me anyway, so it's even in this space. So it just becomes a case of, fighting against the negativity, but the negativity wins. I used this example the other day when we were streaming on Twitch. I was like, if you type in the name of the Star Wars game, the only videos you will see is how bad the game is. Like, that's why people made videos on it. They didn't make videos on the new Star Wars game to praise it in any way or to fairly address it. They saw that there was an issue and they ran with it because they know that negativity, that's a lot of dudes. Is that a problem? Or? Yes, the damage is too strong. Okay. Not going to apologize for that. Yeah, but my point is that the Star Wars game, Redfall, you name it, the only reason you have heard about those games, if you didn't before, isn't because they're games that you wanted to play or directly that you've played necessarily. 90% of people who know about them only know that they're bad, right? And that's because of the the amount of YouTube videos that have been put out on that subject. You type in the name of a game and the top result is a bad review. That's it. Everybody else will pile on that.
I mean, in the case with the Star Wars game, it was mostly performance.
Right, but people will extenuate a situation, to elaborate on a situation, to make it much more than that, right? Like a lot of the thumbnails are, this game's broken, or I'm trying to remember one of the thumbnails I saw yesterday. Oh, I don't know. Something really eye-catching and weird. The same viewership doesn't account for if a game's good, though. For example, let's say Starfield came out and it was actually really good without any problems, which we'll see.
It's a Bethesda game after all.
Right. But let's say it came out without any issues and it was good. You really think the same viewership would be there for that video game on the platform than if it was a terrible game? Not a chance. People have continuously and grown into the fact that they seek discourse in everything they witness in media. They want something to be bad so that they can talk about it. If something's good, they don't talk about it as much. Or if they do, it's on a much smaller scale, right? Because they're enjoying it too much to moan about it. And the mammoth's bad? Okay.
When not in combat, they do a half room wide damage.
Oh, I see that.
The other gorillas.
Oh my goodness, look at that. Was that the blue thing that they did? Or was that a buff? Why is Para getting hit so hard? Why did that nearly hit me?
But it doesn't kill you, the AoE from them, because I got hit by them.
Oh, is that why your health went down to nothing?
Maybe.
Because you got absolutely...
But the wolves are hitting quite hard, too.
Oh. There's another AoE from somewhere.
Ah, this is the elephant thingy, I guess.
Yeah, that's the mammoth.
So literally we're looking for the elephant in the room. It's still going off, though.
Yeah.
Right. So we're going to have to play them like Sasquatches, right?
Not as dangerous, no.
Yeah, but they might not one-shot you, but what about Morgana?
No, I know like, holy crap, there's like 10 mammoths in there.
And that's the room we have to go to.
I mean, we could just pop out petrification.
I think we're fine on time, aren't we? I don't know. 48 minutes seems okay for 5 or 6 levels. Again, I can't remember anything, chat. I don't remember how hard anything hits or what the bosses are. He got rammed.
Yeah.
He got like locked down and then beaten to death, I think. God, look at all those AoEs and things. Oh, wow, hello. Oh, no. Oh. Wow. I don't think I was in the cone for that.
No, you don't have to be in the cone for it.
Well, that's not a very good tell then, is it? Here's a cone. Stand outside of it. Oh, we're still going to suck you in anyway, boys. What? Not a fan of that. Not a fan. Can't say I'm a fan of that. Ah. Maybe we should petrify that room, actually. Petrify the room.
I mean,
do it.
What is petrify?
I've got it.
Morgana's
Oh.
got it. I don't like that room anymore. Poopy. Poopy room.
We have an alteration. Which
I
we
don't,
can
I don't
use for
like
the next
mammoths
floor.
anymore. They're my new nemesis. Horrible. You're not a Star Wars fan, but most people I know like them. But yeah, exactly. From what I hear from some of my close friends, the game's actually really good, but the performance sucks. But all you see if you type in the name of the game is like the first 50, 60 videos are all negative. It's because it pays. That's why.
I mean, the thing is, like, a lot of those, like, earlier kind of quote-unquote reviews were from the preview build, which didn't have, like, any patches or anything.
Some even said
But
that
it has gotten better.
there's even some people who said that the before day one patch, the actual game was performing better. Which in some cases actually happens with games, but I think that's the early adopters of video games, right? Pre-orders and stuff. If you're not aware of what the game's going to be, and if it's not like an MMO expansion or something, I'd say just don't pre-order a game. Personally, I know that's hypocritical for me because I've pre-ordered Final Fantasy 16, but I kind of know what that game's like because I've played it, but I'm just not allowed to talk about it.
When are you allowed to talk about it?
I'm not allowed to talk about that either.
Really? Oh, geez.
Correct. It is a complete secret. All I can say in my agreement is that I have played it, and that I went to London to play it, and it was an experience.
I mean, I thought since it was like a content creator thing, that you would be able to talk about it, at least your experience of it
Soon.
at some point.
We will be soon. Yeah. There are set dates for all of that, which obviously I don't have any say into, and I was just very grateful to be included.
You're not going to deal with these mimics?
What? God, I pulled a mammoth.
Oh, I'm gonna go over here. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Suck me into a wall. See if it kills me. Aha! The wall.
How the frick did I get? I was behind the wall.
It's because science.
Because screw me, apparently.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much.
I was still line of sight of it for the most part.
You see, the thing with YouTube chat, with Final Fantasy 16, even though it would be against the algorithm to do videos on it per se, I will have some videos on that. And I will, or I want to, do a live stream series of playing it through. So, in the future, obviously, because I pre-ordered it like anyone else, when that game does release, I do plan to do a playthrough of that. But we're going to do it on a live stream side so that it doesn't have as much of a negative impact. I think that's the key. Which is also better anyway, isn't it? Let's be honest. Live reactions and things. It's also easier to upload massive sections of something if they're already on YouTube. Don't worry about the embargo, just let it all out. Impossible. I actually respect the people I work with, unfortunately. They're a very nice company to work with, full of lovely people, and I personally have no intention of ever severing any bridges with people that have gone out of their way over the last however many years to make me as welcome as they have, especially with more recently as well. It's been a true pleasure.
Why do you pull everything, guys?
I haven't.
It was a mistake.
Is this bad?
No.
I don't know. That's why I said something.
No, these things do hit you pretty hard. I'm actually having to heal. It's quite crazy. You know, in Orthos, I didn't have to heal you at all. You noticed that? And
Yeah.
and in here, I've actually got to, like, heal. Oh, you off? Oh, friends, be right back, apparently, so... I mean... Do you want to just split up, petrify, and kill everything?
Do we have petrifies?
Yeah,
we
we
should
got 3 of
have.
them.
Yeah, so Morgana presses a button, I go down the middle, Morgana goes to the left, and Para goes to the right, and we kill everything. Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Helps if I swift cast something.
Of course, I have a luring trap.
You okay?
No, don't think so.
Do you have something bad?
Yes. Not that. I guess that's the best outcome.
Yeah. I think I'm about to die as well, actually. Because
Can you?
that's not
Okay.
good. Morgana, I'm going to need assistance on this one. And I will try and get Para up if you can kill the mammoth, or try to. If it comes back on the CD, then we've got 10 seconds to kill it, so... It might do its charge as soon as it comes out. Might have to re-witching it, I don't know. We good?
Ow!
Oh, it instantly killed him, that's fine. It would have been fine, but the trap was a problem. It's fine. We recovered.
I think that that I'm lacking of armor is also not helping here.
Oh yeah, what's your
Yeah,
ether
what
pool
ether
at?
pool are you at?
82.
Well, it's not bad, actually.
What does this line do?
Someone check.
Not good
A
things.
large, stunnable AoE and a double auto attack.
I mean, we
Okay.
could see if
It's
one
not
of these
attacking
is
us.
the
Yeah.
way up, right? Preferably try the one that isn't their mobs first, and then when friend comes back, we can get out of here. I'm tempted to walk over to... Hold on. It's fine. I don't want to waste the run. So that's why I moved your character. Alright, Crosses of Hard. Meoni Scare Fran Edition. What? What? Say what? What is the woolly mammoth? Oh, that is the same. Is a yak the same as a mammoth?
No. They only do auto attack for a while, then after 30 seconds they will enrage, killing everyone and applying heavy, and then stopping on them for lethal damage.
Yo, Miss Lee, thank you for the $20. Thank you very much. That was out of nowhere.
Then
So we need to kill it within 30 seconds.
pull it and you guys go crazy.
So I don't think we have a choice. Oh, well. The power of Bahamut. definitely helps. Yeah,
Wait,
thank you.
There's a putt.
Thank you so much, Miss Lou. I really appreciate that. You have no idea. And you're amazing. You're breathtaking. Is this just the double auto attacks? Well, yeah. Oh, what's an AoE? And then there's the 2 auto attacks, no? Surely that's just on one player. There it is. There's the pop. Thank you so much. I have no idea how much that helps, actually.
There's another line coming.
You know where that's going, Miss Lou? Rent. Thank you so much. That's actually really good. Thank you. I hope you're well, though. Oh my god, I love your VTuber model. Thank you, Neo. Thank you very much.
So the Griffins, what can they do?
I'm checking. Has a double auto that will hurt quite a bit and is very fast, casting Enrage.
Roll your...
Winds of Winter.
Oh, it does the same thing. It's Winds of Winter again. Yeah. It's a car gas in disguise.
Yep.
Car gas. We thought we... Oh, it went backwards. What's it doing? It's a stupid car gas. I like the stupid cargasses. They're great. Can only parapull as well, by the way. Let's set that as a rule for the top floors until we know what we're doing. Because I'm sure some of this stuff's going to hit like a truck.
Yeah, everything hits like a truck here.
Apparently so. Crazy. Thank you so much for the $5. Oh my goodness. Thank you very much. Make it sound fancy. Roll my R's. Rent. 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 Ridiculous. Is that really fancy? It just sounds like I'm spitting inside my mouth when I say that. Rent. Like I'm purring with each word. I guess that's on brand, but... Oh, God. Oh. Oh, there's a lot of yaks. Oh. That's a lot of yaks. Yak City. B word. I'm terrified to try this set of floors solo, actually. I think I'll just keep it in the group. Because after seeing Para's health on most of these monsters, I'm a little bit afraid. Ah, I can't move out of that. There was a stair in the way. I have to say I like the slightly more derp cargusses. They're brilliant. I'm a derp cargus. Look at me go. I really thought Morgana was about to walk into that 69 on the floor there, but literally looks like a 69. Nice. Well, that's a room. Yo, Miss Lou, are you... Is it payday? Thank you so much. That's, yeah, I don't even know what to say. Thank you. The generosity is welcomed, but thank you. Very appreciative. Oh, also I got like a weird lemon hug gif. Is that a lemon or is it an egg? Hopefully it's an egg. Egg. It actually is payday. I figured as much. You are a Makote. Who's attacking their keyboard? I think Morgana, when he gets excited, kills the mob with each keystroke. I don't blame him, to be honest. Must be Para probably playing a rhythm game. Wow.
No, if anyone's playing a rhythm game, it's me.
Wow. It's a lemon, but we can imagine it. It's an egg with a toupee. From now on. It's not a lemon. That little green bit, that's not a leaf. What would a bald egg have to give it hair
what
again?
What can the Yetis do to Jedis here?
Oh, you mean Yeti?
They've got a really big but stunnable AoE that can be line of sighted.
So, oh, but you can stun that. No?
Yes, stunnable AoE.
Oh.
Oh, that's what the word you said. Sorry, I didn't understand you.
But it didn't. It didn't have a. Oh, that only shows when there's an interrupted. I suppose it's fairly
You can also
easy.
line of sight up.
I mean, if you're in melee, it doesn't.
That's what
really...
I understood it. So I survived. So yeah.
Yeah, I suppose if you're in melee with a monster like that, it's not a big deal. Cerberus, what are you doing? Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Do you want me to get the lion?
Yeah. Thank you, Cerberus. I appreciate it. Not gonna lie, things have been a bit tight this winter, so thank you very much. Really, truly. I appreciate you. I appreciate just people viewing. Don't feel obligated to do something like that though. But thank you. Honestly. Got to support our favourite cat VTuber. What, Nyanas? That's my favourite cat VTuber. Or maybe Fran first, right? Okay. But Fran doesn't stream, so... I'd say Fran because she's going wow at me. Yeah, Nyanas is awesome. Completely off the wall crazy, and I love it. Now play that ghost game with me tomorrow so we can redeem ourselves. What, you mean the ghost game that technically we didn't play, Miss Leet, because we basically did the phasmophobia side of it and then didn't do any of the other part of the game? And we thought it was just basically a phasmophobia copy that was bad, but it turns out we only played 1/3 of the actual game, and there was actually exorcisms and other things you could do in the house. Yeah, that game. And we played that for how many hours without realizing that? That is true. I did summon a ghost in that game by sneezing. Somehow. Because it always has like the always on microphone, and I sneezed and the ghost appeared.
Maybe he just wanted to say bless you and then go away.
Pretty sure he wanted to kill me.
It's a friendly ghost.
No, he definitely killed me. But oh look, it's derp carcasses, but we don't need them. Wah. I like the derpy carcass. They're great.
What's with this computer rooms here, by the way? I don't get it.
It's the Allegan Empire, isn't it?
Allegans.
Yeah. You know how there's that guy with the afro that says aliens, and then does the hand gesture? Well, it's the same. Oh, that's not great. That's a witching right there.
No, just a petrification.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not used to you actually making decisions like that. Sorry.
I figured it would be easier than a witching.
I don't know. Either way, high five for having the same thought process. Bonus points 15 stacked. Exactly, Meoni. Yoke can discover many possibilities. Unbelievable. Does this do typical Fenrir-y stuff, or...?
Summon balls of ice that explode, untelegraphed, after a period of time. An icicle will also appear, shooting through the middle of the room. Any balls hit will explode. Any balls hit by exploding balls will also explode. Domino effect. Stay away from ice balls and icicles. Make sure you're away from the remaining balls when Lunar Tri skill finishes.
So stay away from anything ice related.
Yeah, basically.
Anything else? Does he do like a pounce, a cleave? Does he fart at
Doesn't
you?
say. Doesn't say. Really,
He's pulled. Let's go.
Just stay away from any ice related. That's all I heard.
But what if the entire room is an ice? Maybe it's just like
Go
a
to
big
corner
ice
and
cube.
cry.
Go in the corner and cry. I can do that. Which corner? Oh. How big are these boom booms? Are they big boom booms or small boom booms?
There's quite a lot of space where I am.
Yeah, but how big is the explosions? Oh.
it's untelegraphed.
Oh, so we don't get to
That's
see. Oh, and any explosions that haven't exploded explode when he does. Ah, okay.
Yep, when he does lunar cry.
That's my face. I need that. Get away from me, you giant dog. I'm just an unattended 5-year-old being bitten to death by a pit bull.
Why are you only 5 years old?
Because isn't that the meme? Like, the dogs are dangerous, by the way. And then there's the whole, like...
Oh, is it? I don't know.
Yeah. I find it very annoying as a dog owner, personally. Because it's just not true. It's the humans that are the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this guy's fine, unless he does like a super fart Ultima attack. We'll call it Fartima. You know what? The trash is harder than this boss. I've said that now, haven't I? Oh, I see it does a domino from that one. Oh, that's clever. Oh, I like that. I can't really DPS for a minute. I've put myself in a safe spot that's not good. There we go.
This boss doesn't do much.
That's what she said. That was the perfect timing. I'm a child at heart. I like how he dashed and died. Aww. I feel bad for him. He's a good boy. Poor good boy. All he wanted to do was maim our face a little bit.
Oh, nice, we're getting platinum sacks
You
now.
know, and like slobber all over Morgana. Right? Poor boy. Stalked me right out of the house. Oh, yeah. The clips were great from our live stream, Miss Lou. Yeah, I think we should be okay to do some. I don't know how many hours we can do, though.
I only can do 1 more hour around today. Just that you know.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll be right
So
back.
1 set more, I guess.
I guess. I'll wait for Morgana. Was it a badger? Oh, yeah. Bodger and Badger. Everybody knows Badger likes mashed potato. Yeah, Bodger and Badger.
What?
Kids TV program in the UK.
Okay.
Para's not leaving. Oh, you mean... yeah, we're only going to be doing another hour, I think. Which is fine. Is the football on, Para?
No, not today, but I promised someone else to do some stuff later.
Oh. Wink, wink. He didn't deny
not
it.
Quite.
Not quite, so it's half denied, but not fully denied. Will you have the best of fun?
Hopefully.
Oh, God. Technically, there is a football involved. Well, a ball, right? Ball.
No.
Balls. Para having a good time. He's having a good time. He doesn't want to talk about balls. Yeah, that's exactly. Just don't make her food. Why? Whoa. Miss Luke's insulting your cooking, Para.
Wow, says the American woman.
Wow. Also, let's clarify, that's Para's opinion, not mine. Holy moly. I'm stepping away from that one completely. Completely out of my hands. My hands are empty. They're not stained
You're
with
the
any-
first of which complained about American food.
Yeah.
Oh, we complain about America again?
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Shh. Just because that thing that Mary linked the other week, what was it? It was like this weird, what do you call it? Blue burger with blue meat.
Thank you, Miss Lute. Don't be the innocent here, Meoni.
To be fair, though, that blue burger was a thing of Hades construction. It, like, even Fran says, why? What even is that? It was this beef burger with, like, eyes in it. It looked like eyes. They looked like Smarties, and it was bright blue. Why would anybody eat that? Cerberus, thank you for being a 3-month whisker. Thank you so much for the support. You really are a true star. Thank you so much. There's the actual notification. I like how my chat bugs out. I need to find a new chat thingy plugin because it like doesn't update properly. It just like spams on screen when it doesn't. I love you, Brits, but I can't trust you since you burn tea. What?
What?
Do you mean burn
It
tea?
burns tea.
Burn tea. How would you burn tea? Oh, like as in food tea, not cups of tea. You see, as soon as you said tea, my brain just went beep 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 beep, tea bag, beep 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 beep, make a cup of tea. Beep 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 beep. How can you burn tea? That's the sort of thing Mary would do though, because she uses a microwave to microwave her tea.
But how can you burn water?
Quite easily. Well, it'd be the tea that burns, wouldn't it? It wouldn't be the water.
But I think only the water is in the microwave.
No, I thought the tea was in the microwave.
What?
I think they microwave water to then pour into the tea bag.
You eat fries with Chinese food? Fries? No. We eat chips. Nice big chunky, as we call them, Chinese chips. Because they're from the Chinese. They're really nice. They taste very different than any other chip that I've ever had. Like Chinese chips are always like, they're kind of like almost battered chips, if that makes sense. They're like they're crispier. They're gorgeous. But you can never call them fries. That's like calling a porcupine a hedgehog. Just not the same, is it? That was an interesting analogy that came out.
But they look like fries.
They're huge. They're chunky, like the size of...
The size doesn't matter if it's a chip or not.
If your fries look like King Charles's fingers, then I'm worried for you.
Well, you say a
big
small
sausages.
car is not a car. Or a big car is not a car anymore.
I'm done with this
No, but the thing is, fries are thinner and more uniform, and they're all pretty much the same. And chips are chunky and rustic. And
don't make extra rules for your food just to feel special. Basically, yes.
Oh wow!
No,
look
they're
at this.
veggies.
Yeah, but they're a special kind of fries, but they're all fries.
I've only ever been up this far once. I think. I'm pretty sure.
What do we have to do? There's something coming to us.
What's that?
That's what I'm
Dude, it's got a more
checking.
impressive beard than James in lockdown. Morgana, you're gonna pull it. What are you doing?
Yeah, what can this guy do?
What does he do?
It has a large tonal AoE, and then circular AoE, and then raid-wide damage.
So, just kill it really quickly. Right, got ya. I quite like this area. I forgot how pretty it was up this far. Oh, there's a Sasquatch doing a thing. He's made me weak or something.
Oh, and
I've got a debuff. I had a debuff. A Rowan. Is that what a Sasquatches are called? Oh.
it buffs itself and then pounds its chest for rune-wide AoE.
It's just the same thing.
No, this is when it's pulled.
Oh, really?
It doesn't have anything for when it's unbuilt.
Wait, so they do... Para, so these Sasquatches are worse than the other
No, they don't instant kill you, I think. They just do in AoEs. That's
Can we
all.
get Matanga, Mr. Lawmaster?
No, there's a pad coming for.
Matanja pretty much the same as an Iron Corpse and the
Okay, that's fine.
jumps to you, and then person up front first, and then has a telegraph after.
So the less mechanics we see from this stuff, the safer we are. Definitely. That was a disorienting ground. Does that do a knockback as well then, by the looks of it? So what, have I got to worry about the Matanga, or?
It's similar to Iron Corpse from Part D.
So what, glass punch and stuff?
Yeah, it jumps and then there's a lot of telegraphs.
Ah.
Mimic.
Be careful about microwaving water, fam. You don't want to end up with superheated water. Oh yeah, yeah. Just don't use a microwave for water. That sounds like a ridiculous thing. Make a cup of tea the proper way. Big primals, why? Did a coronation happen yet? It's this
Sunday.
This Sunday?
Saturday or Sunday?
It's one of these days. The only royalty I'm interested in is Mentor Roulette with that crown, personally, but
the only thing I'm interested in is Burger.
I hate Burger King. We do not what does the Chimera do? Same as the other ones? Or
what is it?
It's called a
Yeah.
Can we stop? Yeah, that's what I tried to stop walking through the middle of the room.
But I wasn't the one who set that off because I didn't move. But I didn't move.
Wasn't me.
Well,
I mean,
was
if
really
nobody did it, then it was a spontaneous one.
let's just make the most of the petrification that I used. There we go. Okay. You were saying.
But yeah, they're pretty much the same as normal Chimeras. Ram's voice, Dragon's voice.
And then side left, front back kind of thing.
No, just those two.
Oh, really? That's even easier. Hi, there, Crash Overload here. Oh, hi, Crash. How you doing? Miss Luke, I can't explain when I go with his face when I want to. Me and Miss Luke agree on one thing. Burger King is poo-poo. Yeah, this room's gorgeous. Can I live here? Can these Matangas put on some clothes, please? Jeez. This is on YouTube. They're not allowed to be naked. Disgusting. Oh, you can see his butt and everything. That's horrible. Ah. Bad monkey. Don't we have to kill these really quickly, you said, yeah?
Yes.
Gotcha. I really don't remember you being that low health last time I looked at you. To be honest with you. That was, God, you do get hit hard, don't you?
Yeah.
I trusted the game
You
to
really
not...
have to look at after me.
I know. I'm so used to Orthos where you're like, huh, I don't need heals. I can last forever. Like that. And you know, I never have to target you even. It's quite a solitary experience.
Yes.
Okie dokie, I'm dead. That's a swipe.
Now you can come back as your image.
Yay! Okay. Alright. That was my fault, that one. Yay! That's fine.
I mean, it had to be one, at least one wipe.
That's the wipe. That's the one wipe. That's the one. Oh dear.
Remember to recite your progress.
Para, are you okay?
Yes, yes.
It's fine. I won't go in the middle of rooms anymore. I made a mistake. It's way more forgiving, isn't it, in the other place? Huh. A headdress and a savage might. Excellent. To be fair, though, did you guys think you could outrange the swipe, or?
I mixed it up again with swipe and the other thing.
Yeah, I think it's swing is the circle.
Yeah.
And then swipe's like the target, I guess. Yeah, I think you have to go the other side of it where it faces with the cone. I don't know. I'm guessing.
Oh, okay. Untelegraphed room-wide tonal attack on a random player.
Yeah.
Follows up with a room-wide gaze that is lethal.
So something hit me for 90-something% of my health, I'm pretty sure on that. I don't know if that was just a melee attack, probably, but
Could be one of the apes, maybe before I got them.
possibly.
Oh, you can put it to
Still.
sleep.
Oh, you can?
According to this guide, yeah.
White mage hates you, not scholar. I really can't stand scholar. Are we setting one up, or is Para gonna go freeze?
No, we can continue.
Oh right, I thought you were gonna go for your booty call.
No.
Okay.
I said 1 hour. Yeah, basically, which would be 10 floors in the higher difficulty. Here it's basically, I guess, 20
Two sets.
floors. Or...
Yeah.
Realistically, though, it's not all that bad considering you weren't full ether pool anyway. Realistically, you were getting hit harder than you should have, so at least this way you will have more ether pool.
True.
But yeah, we wiped so many times in the other place, it's not a big deal to me personally. Yeah, those later floors, middle of a room, I really didn't think I was that far in. But yeah, pretty self-explanatory. It was my fault, but some of those monsters are way harder hitting than I expected. I don't remember them being that strong. Compared to Orthos, at least on those later floors, like this is nothing here, but those later floors, it's a completely different video game. I think Orthos trash is way easier than this. Don't you think?
To be honest, I don't think anything so far we encountered here was really hard.
No?
No.
You just keep getting like decked in the face with way too much damage.
Yeah, that I'm with you here. That's true. We get much more damage. But I think mechanic-wise, it's easier here from the mobs.
Okay. Yeah, I'd agree with that probably. Because I remember when we were doing Orthos, you were not maximum ether pool, and we went pretty much all the way up. We did wipe on a boss, right? But we didn't need to stop to farm ether pool, is what I'm saying. Like we never farmed ether pool at all. We just had it as we went. I think our first attempts that we got pretty far on, and that we died to something stupid that was self-explanatory, wasn't due to ether pool. Where I think in this,
No, we died through mechanics every time.
yeah, where in this it seems like if you're not full ether pool by the time you're on those top floors, you're gonna just get sponged. And also in a 4-man party, it seems anyone other than the tank just gets decimated, like properly decimated. Because Morgana just got obliterated. I got obliterated by like a melee hit. And in that way, the scaling is very different. I don't understand how these earlier floors scale so poorly, though. Like how they're so easy. I don't remember them being like this. But, I don't know. Welcome back, Shiv Little Faith. We wiped, unfortunately, but it's my fault. Scholar main sad. Scholars are meta for a reason, and I understand that. I just personally don't like playing them. I don't think they have enough interesting mechanics to make me want to play them. Yeah, I didn't think about the magicites because I'm pretty sure we're in a situation where we were afraid of using them again. That's true, we could have one-shot the entire floor with a magicite. Fran is right. Still, what?
We don't have any Odins, so we could have just used one.
Yeah. I think in that situation we probably should have just used that. Ideally, yeah, we shouldn't get into that situation, but mistakes happen, and well, yeah, I guess we've learnt something. Myself, mostly. Doesn't seem like they're that rare either, the magicites. Yeah, the other ones don't seem that rare, but they're still incredibly powerful by the looks of it. And they work on bosses as well, don't they? Yeah, they do. They don't one-shot them, but no, they do. I'm fairly sure.
There's one with figuring this out.
10 quid says that they do something to the boss. I bet you £10, because that's probably all I've got in my wallet, which is quite a lot, honestly. That the boss at floor 30 takes damage from that crag magicite when I use it. Because that's one of the things I do remember when I was messing around with this when it first came out. I'm pretty sure. No. When it first came out, I'm pretty sure in the first week of me messing around with groups, what you would always do with pickup groups, because you weren't going all the way, you would save the magicites for the bosses whilst you were farming Ether Pool, because you could just melt massive chunk. I think it was like 20% health or something each one. Maybe more, I don't know. But we'll find out though. But I stake the £10 note on the table. A heal in maps a scholar, and I just chaotically press buttons. You really need to learn it. To be fair, that's me on most healers. Who has the bigger shields? Sage should have bigger shields. Who has the better movement? Scholar. That's why they're taken to everything. Who has the better throughput? Scholar. Sage is currently at the bottom of people's choice to take in Savage because of those reasons. That and most clears are done with a Scholar because of the fact. Like, Scholar White Mage is kind of strong. That's if your White Mage actually heals. Doesn't necessarily matter what the second healer is if the White Mage doesn't heal, though. And boy, have I seen some healers in Pathfinder. Man, I hate being silenced. Oh wait, I've got thingy drops. Forgot about those. Magicite does do damage to bosses. Yeah, you don't pull with magicite, obviously. Like I said,
I think I remember like magicite doing some damage to bosses, but it's been a long time.
I specifically remember when I was doing ether pool grind on those early levels, I'd get 3 magicite, my smile would light up, and I would press all 3 of them after I'd pull the boss, and it would be nearly dead. So we'll see if I'm right. Because I know Odin affects it, because you can one-shot a boss, can't you?
Yeah. Odin's a one-shot, but I think the other ones do at least some damage.
Yeah, that's what I think.
You said they do nothing.
I'm glad you heard that as well, Farah. We will find out on another episode of Heaven on High Mythbusters. You're not great at knowing the fights and knowing when to pop the big shields, though. I wouldn't. They haven't changed it. Stop. Oh my god. I will bring up. Right, okay. I'm testing it on a boss, right? And just to prove you wrong, I'm going to bring up the footage from Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood when I first did it. And we will compare. I'm pretty sure it did more than 10% damage to the boss. Can't be any fairer than that. Because if you're saying that, oh, it's easier now and it'll do more damage, yeah, you're probably right. But I don't think it was inconsequential back in the day. Because that's how people were doing Etherpool farm and like some of the early stuff. Because you could make a lot of money from even the small sacks for the first couple of days. Because of the stuff had never been available like as freely on the market board before. So people capitalized, including myself. Try and make as much gil in the first couple of days of a patch as you possibly can. And that's how people were doing it. They were just spamming it. They were doing the low floors. Back to back. Ooh.
3-4.
Do 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 do. That wasn't me that time. I'm on the side.
That was me.
Okay. I mean, you were pretty upset when I did it, so. I like how the shoe fits differently every time. Like if no, well, so did I. I can't believe that. Because you get angry when I stood on one on the top floors, but just because it's on a lower floor. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Ah, dear. I'm not sure I do anymore.
Wow.
To be perfectly honest, you're being horrible to me today. You were horrible earlier when I was trying to talk to chat, and then you were getting bored at me. It's been a really toxic environment. It's all love and games, really, at the end of the day. We still love each other, chat. It's just, oh my god. Sometimes. I'd say it'd be like being a married couple, but thankfully we're not married, so we can't have that stereotype. That's good.
Isn't in the UK a benefit for taxing if you are married?
I don't know. Maybe. I've never been married.
Me neither, but I know you get benefits here in Germany when you get.
Oh, I don't think we get benefits. I think they just tax you more, don't they?
Yeah, that's
not really taxation, is it? Gaining a husband.
I don't think you can put this on your tax. Yeah, for the taxation.
I have no idea about any of that in this country. I'm pretty sure they don't want anybody to ever have a family in this country because there's certainly no incentivization. Why are you walking through the middle of a room if I'm not allowed to? You just blew up.
I was round the edge.
Rewind my stream. That was not around the edge. Oh my god. Fran is like, ready? Okay, pull the boss. Watch his health. Ready? Watch. Wow, more than 10%.
You get 20%.
£10, please. Wow, can you not swear on my stream either, please?
20% is still decent.
That's huge. It does nothing. Oh my god.
Okay, friend. At this moment, you will give 20% of your income every time to charity, because 20% is nothing.
Exactly. That's that. Like, he's got you there. Comparing taxation to health bars. Welcome to heaven on high.
No, I compared 20% to 20%.
Lifespan? He didn't say that. No, he didn't.
No.
He said earnings. No.
No income. What is wrong with your ears?
I like how he's talking about taxation and then you're like, I'm going to take 20% of your life. Like, what? I'm having second thoughts about this relationship.
Let's go in again.
Help. Oh dear. Oh, I believe you, Meoni. You can still have this. Nice. It still didn't come from Fran though, so it doesn't count. But I appreciate it. Every time it's like this, by the way. No, it doesn't. Well, I guarantee it does. No, it doesn't. And then I prove it wrong, and it's like, I never said that.
That's not what I meant. If I say it does nothing, I of course mean 20%.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, but that's 20% we don't need to do.
Yeah, but this is nothing, Morgana.
Oh dear. Wow. Did you really say shut up and heal me? Fran is banned from heals from now on.
She has her own wheels.
Yeah. With blackjack. Oh dear. It's never a dull moment, is it? Thank you, Cerberus. Thank you very much for the tenner. Holy moly. I was gonna say, because that's how people. I mean, it does even more damage on the lower floors, by the way. Because I remember when I was running with people on the first day, because obviously nobody wanted to go all the way, right? They just wanted to get stuff to make gil. And you some runs you'd get all 3 on the first like 10 floors, and you just spam them on the boss, and it'd be nearly dead. It's great.
Do they just fix damage? So
No idea. But it certainly felt like they were doing more on lower floors. But still, 20% is huge. How would £10 from Fran benefit you? It's still the same household budget. I didn't think about that. Oh wow, I've got 10 English
pence. That's not
pence.
the point of a bet, Cerberus.
Yeah, it's just it's not the money, it's the fact of it. I got
the admitting of defeat.
This 10p is staying over here in the Meoni is right pile. And eventually that pile will buy me a house. But we didn't bet 10p on it. It's like a swear jar, but it's a I'm right jar. I like that. It's good. It's a good jar. It's my kind of jar. Oh man. Podcast floors have turned into domestic abuse floors, haven't they? Jeez.
Wow. You can't say this.
I can. She's abusing me. Full on abusing me with verbal diarrhea. I don't know. It means that you're full of sausage. Well, think of another word that begins with S. Yeah, okay, yeah, you're full of sugar, yeah.
Sugar, spice, and everything nice.
I had the other word with S, but that's not stream friendly.
Like that bothers Fran. She's already used like F twice on the stream already, even though I told her not to. So.
No. It's too early for this kind of conversations.
Another 10p, please. I will actually create a swear jar for you, actually. That's a great idea.
That'll be filled within seconds.
You know, I would actually be able to afford my own place, I think, after a couple of years with that.
You could make a crisps jar. Every time she opens a new bag of crisps, she has to put 50p in it.
God, that's extortionate. You know how expensive crisps are these days? Oh my god.
I don't know what crisps are, the value of crisps in your country, but...
Like £1.30 for a bag of Walker's crisps that's half filled? Like, gone are the days of being able to get crisps for like 30p or whatever.
No, it was 10p. 10p crisps.
I remember 2p sweets and they put the price up to 5p. And then they put it up to 10p. I was like, well, they're not 2p sweets anymore, are they now? Oh, Freddos were amazing. Those were the days. And then the sugar tax came, and then we couldn't afford anything. It's like, oh, okay. Oh, it's to prevent obesity. Yeah, keep telling yourselves that. Yeah.
I'm still obese.
I like that. That's brilliant. It's like, no government, I'm still obese.
You can't stop me.
I'm just
It didn't work.
I'm just £2.50 worse off every time. I like that, Morgana. That's brilliant. they're taxing your sugar intake, your reliance on insulin. Revenge of a friend. That's true. I think Fran's superpower would be blagging. Do you know what that means? Like to...
No.
Okay, so blagging is even if you're wrong about something, you stand your ground and you are 100,000% convinced, even though you know you're wrong, that you're right in the face of anyone else, and you'll blag your way through to victory. And that will normally work on other people, but when you have somebody stubborn like me, it doesn't work. It's like I have the anti-blag shield.
You...
No, I do that deliberately to annoy you.
What?
Oh, song lyrics. I'll change the lyrics and then annoy her by singing the lyrics incorrectly and then saying, no, that's what they say, that is. It's great. Wow. A new charity called Fran Needs Crisps lol a JK.
Wow.
Are you trying to say you're a charity case, Fran? Because that's a bit rude. For crisps? I'm pretty sure she'd do anything for crisps.
Wow.
Are you sure? It's like the chocobo with the stick. You put like a bag of crisps at the end. And...
I really like the idea to create now a GoFundMe site for a friend.
Oh no. No, you should probably end up eating that tenner that Cerberus gave me into crisps known for him.
Yeah, I will make.
Yeah, it's been thunderous all day, yeah. Fran Crisp Fonds. What? Oh. It was either funds or bonds, and I wasn't sure which. Yeah, you know, bonds. You know what a bond is, right? Never mind. That's fine. No. No, not bondage. No, bonds. Oh my goodness. Of course that would be the first thing that you would think of, Miss Loot. Unbelievable.
Nothing wrong with a little bit bondage.
Lovely weather.
Yeah, it's actually sunny for me.
It's kind of sunny,
Makes a
hot,
change.
clammy, and thunderous where we are. Like the humidity is like 67,000% at the moment.
No, Mary. Unfortunately, not. No.
Aww. Can we guess?
Sure.
Is it Navia's?
What?
Where you're going later?
No.
Oh, okay, I'm out of guesses. That's the only guess I had that was worth anything. A Magic the Gathering meetup?
No.
Oh.
No.
An abattoir?
And what?
I'm trying to think of places that he might go.
What
He
is
likes
this?
An abattoir is a place where you go and pick out freshly butchered animals.
Oh,
Like
no.
a food place.
No.
Fish market.
You usually go to the fish market in the morning.
I can say I don't leave the house.
Oh, you play World of Warcraft?
No.
Oh.
God.
Warhammer?
No.
Are you playing a game?
Yes.
Is it a video game?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it Honkai Star Rail?
No.
Okay.
It doesn't have a multiplayer. No.
A multiplayer game.
No.
Is it Jackbox?
No.
Is it Genital Jousting?
What?
That's a
It's
game.
banned on Twitch.
Is it banned on Twitch? Oh, wow.
Yes.
Why? What is this game?
This is where you
Just
joust
look it up.
and you play as
Just Google it.
The problem is 90% of the games you say to me or everybody says to me, look it up or this is cool as bad in Germany.
Yeah, nearly
When I
everything
see
we...
them on Steam.
Yeah, we link like games that are coming out that we like the look of or are funny, and then Para goes to click the link in Discord and he's like, it's banned in Germany, and we're like, what? It'll be something really innocent sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes
Yeah,
it's like really
Many,
innocent.
let's say, visual novels are also banned in Germany.
There's a reason for that. They should be banned here as well, some of those visual novels, I'll be honest with you. Jeez Louise. Yeah, it's a game. You've never heard of that, Jordan? Yeah, it's a game called Genital Jousting. It's a video game, multiplayer video game. It's just one of
It's
those.
also single player.
Yeah, but it's best. It's best.
It's with other people.
Oh, that sounds. Oh, okay. So we need to go back to guessing what Parrot's going to play with Navia.
Why?
Because it's fun. Is it? It's a
No.
PC game.
Yes. No. Yeah, true.
Is it something that's come out in the last year?
I think so, yeah.
Has it come out recently? Like recently?
Let me check. Yeah, you could say recently. It's this year, the release.
Oh man, is it a big game?
No, I would say it's double A, maybe.
Stranded Alien Dawn?
No, I don't know this game.
Okay, it's a good game. Is it a survival-based video game?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. What?
Is it Sons of the Forest?
Yes.
Nay, cool. I like how I nailed that down pretty quickly, and then yeah, I was trying to think of what it was called. Nice. I hope you enjoy it.
Me too. I never played. Oh no, that's not true. I played the first one a little bit, but not much.
Cool.
And then she asked me if I'm interested, and I said, yeah, whatever, I could try it.
The only reason I would play that game is because I've seen how ridiculous the base building is, and that's what I
Yeah.
would play it for.
That's the only reason I want to play. I don't care about anything about the story, the mutants, or anything. I just want to build a big mansion and some walls, and yeah.
Yo, Para, did you know in that game there's no skybox? That like there's no sky limit, so you can build. You can literally build a tower, like Heaven on High, and you can literally build it as high as you want, like this that we're in now in Heaven on High, and you can see like the whole dome of the game.
I can build my own Heaven on High.
Yeah, you
With
literally
floors
could.
in it.
Yeah.
How to make Para excited? There's no height limit to the building.
To be fair though, how many games do you know of that have building elements that have no height limit? None.
Does Minecraft have a skybox? I don't know.
Yes, it does, yeah.
Yes, it does.
It has a block limit on X, Y, and Z. Yeah, but it still has a limit, friend. Do you want to bet another £10, friend? You can go pretty
yeah, but
high.
Still a limit.
Yes, but there is a limit. That was the point. She's going to be bankrupt at this point, isn't she?
Mrs. Loot, Sons of the Forest. I think you also played the game.
Yeah, I think Miss Loot was going on about it a while ago, but I don't know. I think she plays that with Hayes, no? Or somebody. Oh, auto heal bonus penalty. Quick, use a... Oh, never mind.
Storms.
Why can't we have a storms? They're so good.
This would be nice, yeah.
Doesn't have a limit on the sides, but it does up and down. That's not what I've seen. Oh, I'm pretty sure there was no limit upwards and downwards. Yeah, in Sons of the Forest, because I saw Robaz. You know Robaz? Oh, you probably don't know Robaz. Very not politically correct streamer. So again, caution. I like his derpy stuff that he does though. But he always tries to like build stupid stuff, and he built this like massive wooden tower. Like it was enormous. Like you could see the curves of the world. Like the map itself started to just like wrap.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, I presume that's in the base game, unless he's modded it in some way, but this was when it had just come out though, so unless there was like a CFG file that he edited or something. But hey, does Meoni does these runs only with close friends? We have a set group for this, for these attempts, for now. In the future I might do some like casual stuff with viewers for sure. But for the most part, and for the time being, yeah, it is with this this pre-formed group, yeah. Because we said we would go for all of the challenges, and it's the easiest.
Wow, we are not considered as friends. We are just a fixed group.
No, you are considered friends, but the point was that we had decided and reliable to show up at exactly certain times. And we can all, you know what I mean? Like it's organizable with you lot.
Yeah.
I don't like plugging content like at all. If I'm trying to seek a goal, right? Like getting a mount, I'd rather attempt it in a group of like-minded
individuals.
People who also want the same goal as well, yeah.
I think we can do 10 more, yeah.
Nice. But yeah, to answer your question, for now, yeah. But in the future, I want to do some more ortho stuff to get the ether pool weapons. So maybe we'll open that up, because I doubt people will want to repeatedly do stuff we've already done before. So, but that'll be mostly ether pool farming and things like that. And if we clear, we clear. It doesn't really matter at that point. But one of the things that we'll be able to definitely invite people to sometime later in the year, hopefully, if all goes well, I'm trying to plan another Eureka. Yeah, trying to plan another Eureka from the start experience. So that will be totally open to anybody and everyone that wants to. And
my chance to finally get those weapons.
And Para's already volunteered to help, so.
Yeah, sure.
Volunteered or forced into?
No, to be fair, Para's a very helpful person, so I doubt that he would say no to that anyway. There's something to do, isn't it? As long as he has his own time as well, especially since we're not, you know, if we were like heavily raiding or something by the time, then yeah, obviously we wouldn't do that, but it's the perfect time to do Eureka style content with new players would be between major patches. So we'll be
or at the end of the game cycle from the expansion,
which is exactly why I'm saying I'm thinking about just, you know, like just after FanFest basically. Make it like a winter, you know, fall winter sort of experience, because then more people are going to be wanting to be indoors anyway because it's cold outside at that point, or horrible, and there's less distractions at that point, and then we'll lead up towards the, you know, that sort of hopefully ending in like December or something, and then people can have all that stuff done by then. There's less stuff that's going to be created for the game at that point, I think. So if you've ever wanted to get like the Eureka weapons or armor or whatever, the plan is to do another one of those stream series where we, and if you don't know about that, chat, from before, we went in like every week for
quite a long time,
couple of months. I don't know how long it took us, but we tried to be as fair as possible, so we would stay like in an MMOs for like a good month, or nearly a good month, so that everybody with different time schedules for their work and stuff had access to the runs, be that on their days off or whatever. And that way it was always there, and it helped incentivize more people to try and do it as well. So even outside of the times when we were streaming, that we had helped revitalize certain aspects of the content by giving more players incentivization to do it outside of that time. And then a lot of those players coordinated with the late night Discord eventually, and they did Baldessian Arsenal runs, not as like a group, but like they had approached that because they know what they're doing, and we filtered in basically. You were saying, sorry, Para?
No, I was just saying, I think that's the only thing we can't promise or even try to do a Baldessian Arsenal.
Oh yeah, that's definitely not in the promise of the cards, but what I can do is introduce you to a community that will, that know it like the back of their hand and that actually enjoy doing it, and they'll filter you in as long as you stick to their own rules and things. So definitely want to support that community again, because they're lovely.
Pretty sure when this content gap is coming, they also will be more active again.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And then in the future, and I'm talking quite a while into the future, we'll do... I don't believe I'm about to say this. We'll do...
Well, this... No, what is this called again? Bullshit from the start.
We'll do bullshit from the start, yeah. That will be... Just give me a couple of years on that one, all right? Give me a couple of years on that. My resistance weapons have still left a... Although, I'll be honest with you, even though I have all the weapons, I don't have all, like, the max stats. I haven't done all of the achievements in there, and I've also got an alt that I want a weapon for. So, yeah. I will do that eventually. But yeah. Those Eureka attempts, oh boy, what do you mean? Eureka attempts? There was no attempts. We destroyed Eureka every time we went in there. So close, but so far. What do you mean, Jordan? Our... Like, did you see how many people we had? We stomped on everything. It was probably one of the most successful things that we have done as a community, like, as a sub-community, and yeah, it was really successful. A lot of people got weapons, and Oh, you mean Eureka Orthos? I'm talking about Eureka, like the field instance. Not Orthos, no. Sorry if... This is why game developers shouldn't name multiple very different pieces of content the same name. I'm talking about Eureka Anemos, Eureka Hydatos, Eureka Pyros, Eureka Pagos. The field instance content. But yeah, my apologies. But yeah, either way. So close but so far. What you mean on like some of the early attempts? I mean, we did 6 clears, right? Of the deep dungeon. I'd say that was pretty successful as well. But yeah, Eureka is a field instance. I actually really like, so it doesn't really phase me too much. There's also a social aspect of it as well. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, I just want to say I like it more than posture.
Yeah, I agree with you as well. Eureka has a better gameplay set of mechanics than Bosja.
Also looks better.
Yeah, it's not brown and dirty everywhere.
Because you have brown, green brown, and yellow brown. That's
and
all
icy brown and fiery brown. It's good. Like Pyros is awesome. Yeah, Pyros is awesome because it's just like 3 different biomes basically. Pagos used to be everyone's least favorite because of the grinders inside it, but they nerfed it so hard it's not even a problem anymore.
Pagos is the icy one, right?
Correct, yeah, with the dragons that you have to sneak past. The only difficulty with Eureka Field instances now is still the scaling with Hydatos, because Providence Watcher is still deadly. But before that, everything is a cakewalk. Like, even Cassie, if it even spawns, is just a joke.
Oh yeah, we have to get these websites then with the timers again.
Yeah. And then we share that with, obviously, the community. We ask if there's a timer and we work alongside people that are normally in there. Because obviously there'll be people in there. So we'll just do what we did last time and try and coordinate with people. But the idea is to bring as many people as humanly possible that have never done Eureka before, all have done before, it doesn't matter, and just do it as a big Zerg and smash it to pieces like last time. We have a picture where there were so many regalias on screen they desummoned, and every time you moved in the game, a new one would pop into existence. There was like an instance full of regalias, full of people.
Oh, this reminds me in Pagos with the Behemoth one.
Oh yeah.
When all people sitting on their behemoths to summon it.
I think I still have a picture of, I don't know who was there, but yeah, I have a picture of a load of behemoths on. Also, there was that stick, like it looks like a root sticking out of the ground for the fate next to the behemoth one. There's one a little bit further up. You know the holy cow? Wow, I actually remember its name. For that fate, there's like a twig that you can stand on. And we had all of the people in our group standing on that branch together. And it's probably the most impressive screenshot I have in my screenshot folder. I'll see if I can find that in a minute. There's just loads of people on the branch.
I'm not 100% sure what Evalga says in your chat. Is it with... I thought you scaled down when you entered the fate?
Let me read chat, sorry. Eureka has one big drawback. You need a damn guide to do its quests. Oh, I disagree completely. If you read the text, it tells you where to go. And the other point, and you can't help beginners if you're maxed. Yes, you can, yeah. The level difference in parties ruining any experience gain. Disagree massively. we grouped up, and even though I was max elemental level, we each zone has an individual cap, right? And their experience gain from the NMs remains the same. So you do NM chains to level. You don't grind mobs. I mean, some people used to grind mobs, but it wasn't appropriate when you had like a group of 100 people.
The only time you grind mobs is more or less for your Eureka logs.
Yeah, that's for logs, yeah.
Or to summon NMs.
But we're not talking about like 5 people though. We're talking, we literally had like a near full instance of our people who were taking part in our community event along with people that were there. And sometimes we would have our own instance just randomly because of luring trap, by the way, because of just how it worked. And it was way quicker to just do an NM train. Like we were killing a notorious monster every couple of minutes at most. And
I mean, yeah, you get less XP if you're, I don't know, level 10 and you do level 15 NM, but you also do, I don't know, 10 level 8 NMs. So,
well, I can guarantee, because last time people were maximum level, like elemental level, within a week that were there from the start.
Should be working.
Yeah. And that was just from Anemos. So I'm not talking just in Anemos. They were gaining the cap of Hydatos in Anemos, because that's how long we spent there. Leveling, it really isn't that difficult at all. The amount of materials that you get from NM chains is more than worth it, because the quests require so many of those materials anyway, if you're going for multiple weapons, which is the whole idea, right? But yeah, the EXP was still really awesome, even doing NM chains back to back. But you really need to have a tracker and do, if there's like a downtime of 10 to 20 minutes, you switch instance with your group. And that's what we did. So we would kill everything until we couldn't kill anything in such a large gap, and then we would join another instance as a massive group. And we'd do time queues. So we'd be streaming it, and then we'd be like, right, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we'd have like group leaders of each group. You remember that?
Yeah. And
all of the group leaders would communicate on Discord, and then they'd have, if they wanted to as well, we even had Discord space, so that every single group had room to talk if they wanted to as well.
Yeah, but basically a leader channel and a public channel.
Yeah, I mean, we can literally do the same again. It's not a big deal.
And it was quite frequently used, the public channel, if I remember right.
Yeah, because even outside of the stream times, people were still creating groups and using the channels, which was really cool. So yeah, we can definitely do that again. Well, that's the goal, right? I think a lot of the people who took part last time actually might come again. Because they'll probably want more weapons.
I need more armor. Weapons I'm not so interested in.
Well, you might as well get weapons as a side result of it. But
of course. But I'm more into the armor option, because I'm missing 2 or 3 pieces from classes which I just don't have, and they are looking amazing, especially the paladin stuff and the bard stuff.
The tanking set and the maiming set are my favorites. Because the maiming, I remember I deliberately did Eureka again privately a little bit before the expansion came out, because I wanted to get the maiming set for my Reaper, and then it turns out I didn't like playing Reaper, but it looks good.
Yeah.
Because I have the maiming set. I think most people did that because they were like, oh, that'll look really cool on a Reaper, and it does, but I'm not a fan of Reaper personally. You never stepped foot in Eureka instance, lol? I unlocked it though. Are you able to play on EU? Because if so, you could join us. And we would do all of the work. And every single time that a quest unlocks, we'll tell you where to go, and there'll be a group of you doing the quest at the same time. And some of the quests are so annoying because you have to clear the way to them because there's mobs everywhere. And we'll have so many people, we can just crush the mobs in the way. And it'll be glorious, and there'll be no threat of danger.
At this time we have mounts with 8 people capacity.
Literally have. We're going to have the... As Fran used to be the death taxi. She used to do it with her friend, Pinchy, right? They were the death taxi, so they would taxi people around in the regalia. But now we've got, like, you know...
So that's death bus.
Death bus, and we've also
Death
got a
whale.
death airship. Well, that's only 4-player. Yeah, death whale. Death whale. Beep beep, I'm a whale.
This one is the right one here.
Yeah, I kind of stood in it and didn't die, so I presumed so. That sounds cool. The screenshots are worth it alone, Tiberius. That's the thing. We didn't really consider at the start what it would look like with full coordination with that many people until we saw it, and then we were like, okay, this looks really cool. And then you know it's good when you have that sound effect that happens in Final Fantasy XIV when you have so many people together and it sounds like a crowd. You never stopped hearing that crowd noise because we would just go around as a stream of vehicles across every map. It was lovely. It was lovely. And we can recreate that because, well, why not? It's something to do. So yeah, look forward to that coming this winter-ish, just after FanFest. And we'll whack that up. We'll have Discord stuff, room set up for that. Because our Discord is like fully boosted anyway, so it's all
Coming
set up
soon
nicely.
To your Final Fantasy game this winter.
Yeah, I mean, it's I shouldn't have stood that close to it. It's another opportunity or a fresh opportunity for people to dip their toe into content that they might have disliked solo, or they can never get a group for, or whatever, or don't like randoms, right? Is that you done?
Yes, and perfectly. I have now 99.99.
Oh, right.
Yay.
See, that worked quite well. So yeah, we wiped because of me, I know, but
Yeah, it's okay.
honestly, it's not really that much of an issue. We can smash through that the next time. So what did we get up to? Like floor 51.
40? Oh, 50. Okay.
Yeah, floor 50. So the next time we do a stream, we'll be able to get as far, if not further, or a clear or whatever. So we always have a wipe. So oh, I actually don't have the orchestrion. Does anyone need this?
No, thanks.
Yes, I need that.
Cool. I mean, it's in the chat. Huh? What do you mean? In party chat?
Poison Ivy Orchestrion role is in the party chat.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah, you leave the party, friend.
oh, she left. Well, well, that'll be it, won't it? Absolute sausage. Oh, Morgana's got it now.
Too late.
So-
It's already given it to me.
Anyway, success, failure, I don't know. I think that was pretty successful.
Yeah.
We had a good dip of the toe. But yeah, that'll be it for today. I'm going to go back to having a fan on because it's bloody hot in here. And we'll be back with more Heaven on High. We're not going to rest until we've got the mount from this, and then we'll see what we do after that. But like I say, I want to do a few things with the community and outreach as much as possible and get people confident doing things they wouldn't normally do, at least on the EU side. So hopefully you'll join me for that. Yeah. Have a good evening. Thank you so much for the support. Take it easy, Parrot. Enjoy your base building.
Thank you.
Have a good one, Morgana. Enjoy your sleep. Hopefully, even though he never gets sleep. And by Fran, you owe me £10. And on that note,
No, £9.90. And
that's true. Yeah, she gave me 10 pence. Oh man.
and yeah, you two also have a nice evening.
I will.
And enjoy the cold breeze from your fan.
Oh, I can't wait to have the fan on my face. It's so warm in here. You want nachos?
Yeah.
Why don't you eat nachos then? I'm not eating nachos.
Enjoy your nachos.
Have a good night,
Bye,
everyone. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Thank you so much, chat. You've been amazing as usual. I'll be back. In theory, I should be back streaming here. If not before then, the next scheduled one should be Tuesday next week. But we might do some PvP streams as well. I want to see if I can get the Porksy earring, and which is I've nearly got that anyway. But I also want to do some rival wings and stuff. So we'll definitely be doing that on YouTube. So that'll be fun. But yeah. Have a good evening. Thank you so much for all of your support. You have no idea how much it means to me. It's been a rough couple of months actually, but I'm gonna dig my heels in and make as much content I want to make as possible, and not placate to the masses of negativity and clickbait. And that's that's the most important thing to me at the minute, is to hold my ground. So have a good one, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye. Oh, hold on. Can I do a wave in the game at the same time? That'd be good. Yeah. It's the little things, isn't it? It really is.